Hey there, Cancerians. Welcome to your May 2026 Tarot card reading. Let's get started. I call upon thee, Iao, that thou wilt send Haru, the great angel, sent over the operation of this secret wisdom to lay his invisible hands upon these consecrated cards of art, that thereby we may obtain knowledge of hidden things to the glory of thy ineffable name. Amen. Okay, Cancer. Welcome. Today we'll be using Yield Thoth Tarot. And we're going to go with a Celtic Cross spread to see what's going on for you in the month of May 2026. All right. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you like what I do here on the channel, please subscribe. And if you would like to go further, the link to my webpage is in the description. So, Spirit, what's going on for Cancer in May 2026, please? And thank you kindly. Cancer, May 2026. Cancer rising, Cancer sun, Cancer moon, Cancer Venus, Cancer Mercury. This is meant for you. If it does not resonate, don't worry about it. Cross watchers are welcome, as always. Okay, cut the deck and see what we got. Cancer. Okay, Cancer, you are coming up as the Hierophant, Taurian energy. What's crossing you or challenges you may be facing? The Tower, Martian energy. The ground you stand on, your foundations. Six of Swords, Lord of earned success in your recent past. Lord of abandoned success, Eight of Cups. Currently on your mind, in the sky, you have the Lovers, Gemini energy. In your near future, you have the Seven of Swords, Moon in Aquarius. Okay, how you view yourself or your attitude is represented by the Five of Discs, Mercury and Taurus. Environments that surround you. It's represented by the root of the power of fire, Ace of Wands. Your hopes and fears, represented by the Two of Wands, Mars and Aries. All right, and your overall energy, what you manifest in May, is represented by the Seven of Discs. Lord of Success Unfulfilled. Okay, so let's break this down. Let's see what's going on for Cancer. Okay, Cancer, you are showing up as the Hierophants. Hierophant is a teacher, it's stubborn strength, a guru, a priest, the voice of spiritual authority. It's intuition. That's the main function of consciousness. The inner teacher, right? How you teach yourself to do something. The part of you that is you and is not influenced by anything else. It's a tricky thing to tap into, but it is there, and that's how you're showing up in May. Taurian fixed earth, or Taurus fixed earth, is a very sensual sign. It is fixed earth. This isn't about Taurus, this is about Cancer. You are exalted in Taurus because you're ruled by the moon, Cancer. I see you showing up as, facing some kind of challenge and teaching yourself how to get through it. Or perhaps you're learning a new skill, taking on a new project. Something like that. Your challenge is the Tower. The exciting intelligence. The will and the what's becoming the how and the way. Victory becoming the splendor. Creation or destruction of ego as way and how of being. No one likes this fucking card. Pardon my French, but no one does. I don't even like this card. But yeah. And teaching yourself how to do something, some kind of structure, some kind of sense of security is gone. And that's it. It's over. That sounds pretty bleak, but there it is. It's over. You may be moving, you may be changing homes. Maybe changing relationships. Doesn't really matter. But in doing this thing where you're becoming this teacher of sorts, even if you're not teaching other people per se, even if you're just teaching yourself how to do a thing or how to be a thing, how to change a thing, whatever it is, something else will go. Right? It's growing past a framework that has become too narrow. There's a bigger picture now. And that, Cancer, to you is a challenge because we don't like, I'm a Cancer son myself, we don't like the outside, right? We like our nice protective shells, right? And this is the opposite of that. It's a destruction of a shell, in a way. Undermining of a structure, foundation. So that is a challenge for you, Cancer. Now, the ground you stand on, Lord of earned success. Let's see. Forging ahead to holistic perspectives. Yeah. Guiding others forward. Yeah, the Lord of earned success, Mercury and Aquarius. Learning how to communicate for the better of everyone. I'd say in teaching yourself how to do something, you are, by proxy, kind of an inspiration to others. I never said by proxy in my whole life. I hope I use it correctly. The truth of differentiation. Could be a deliberate change of view, focus, or environment. Like I said, you could be moving. Regret of the past, fear for the future. A transition that comes with uncertainty. Yeah. You're making some kind of big moves here, Cancer. In your recent past, Eight of Cups, Lord of Success, Lord of Abandoned Success, Saturn in Pisces. Eight of Cups basically says that something's over and it's simply time to move on. And in doing that, you surrender to whatever shitty emotions come with that moving on, pardon my French, right? Letting go of someone who once brought you joy, moving on from a project, perhaps before its completion even. The necessity of changing one's ways even, right? Not an easy thing to do, and not something that doesn't come with its own consequences. But you did it. You walked away from something. You stopped focusing on the past and started focusing on the present and the future at the same time. Which is very cool. And not an easy thing to do. So, Cancer, in your recent past, you're moving on from something and moving on to something else. That's why you probably have this earned success in your foundations, in the earth, in the ground, as it were. In the sky, in your mind, Lovers, Gemini energy, Zion, sword. So many meanings. Tree of life, it's understanding, moving into truth. It's the observed, looking down upon the personal localized consciousness. It's personal localized consciousness becoming born by being observed by something else, by another lover. So, Cancer, what it tells me for you is you have met someone. Doesn't have to be romantic. Could be a friend. could be a partner, could be a lover. But in that meeting someone, you have become observed, you have become understood, and you have become seen, right? And in that, you have joined forces with this other lover, and you two are moving on from something in the past, or this lover has inspired you perhaps to move on from something in the past and to teach yourself how to do it. It's a beautiful thing. This is what I see here, Cancer. Okay, in your near future, Seven of Swords. Crowley calls it Lord of Futility, widely known as the Lord of Unstable Effort. And this is one past the 6. All right, this is the 7, and Crowley doesn't like the 7s. He says they're the corruption of the force of the elements, whatever. I don't think they're so bad. Unstable Effort, it's basically, it's being James Bond, it's being Jack Bauer. If you don't know who those guys are, then I apologize. It's being a rogue, right? And you're just doing what it is you think is best, despite what all these other things, anything, a person, a place, whatever, is going against you and says, no, do not do that thing, do not think this way, and you're saying, fuck you. Pardon my French again, but screw you, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna think how I wanna think. I'm gonna reason how I wanna reason, and I'm gonna do what I think is best. Only problem with this is sometimes you don't win, sometimes it's striving in vain. Sometimes it reveals life's lies. But it is a card of going against everything, which makes sense because you're coming out as a Hierophant and teaching yourself who you are. You're learning how to listen, Cancer. You're learning how to listen. Your main, well, the Chariot's main function, Cancer energy, is speech, but now you're learning how to listen to yourself. And that's getting you very excited. It's the bubble gum that holds things together. It's also the monkey and the wrench. Cancer, that's you in May. How you see yourself is represented by the 5 of Discs. In Rider-Waite-Smith, we have 2 guys outside of a church and it's cold. I don't know, I thought that'd be maybe how you see yourself, locked out from the rest of the world as you take on this endeavor. This is a 5. 5s are moving on from the 4 where you have nice stability, but you have to move on, so you move on to a 5, and in the 5, no one has any idea what's going on, no one has any idea what's gonna happen. So it's kind of exciting, but it's also very hard. It's Kabura, it's severity, it's fuck, this is hard, and this is discs, so discs are change, and this is change that's hard, and this change is not easy for you. All right, this is Mercury and Taurus. Mercury is fast, it's air, and Taurus, again, is fixed earth. It's very sensual, right? So when you have the 2 together, these 2 energies combine, it's just, they don't get along together, and you have this clock that's not really turning, right? And Cancer, you're just not acting the way you usually act. Your energy is coming up against a challenge. It's coming up against a force. And it's good, it's part of change. But it's not easy. It has physical difficulties. It's getting wrapped up in negative emotions, nightmares, perhaps. It does encourage you to change your ways and take a different route. Material worry. You may see yourself as not enough. You may be too focused on the material over the spiritual. Cancer, I'm here to tell you that you are enough, that these are just what we call growing pains. I almost did quotations, but I didn't because I don't care for them. But yeah, growing pains is the 5 of discs. And that's a tough attitude to have, but I get it. It's a necessary one. In your environment, you have the Ace of Wands. Your environment is very supportive of you. The environment says here, take the car keys to the universe and take her away. This is a card where anything can be done. Literally anything can be done. Nothing's happening. But this is a potential for anything can be done. For anything to be done. And Cancer, I see you in the midst of doing something. This thing in the near future may be a little rash, maybe a little bold, but it's rooted in a real need to move forward onto something else, right? To move away from something that's over. Simple as that. Again, what you're moving on to, maybe a little nuts, maybe a little not what everyone else would do. It will change a lot for you, but here it is. Something in your environment is saying, this is it. This is the potential to do it. This is the time to create. You can change it. You can invent something new. You have the tools, you have the talent. This is also an offer from the divine. I like to see it as, so yeah. Funny enough, next card is the 2 of Wands, Mars and Aries, hopes and fears. Okay, so this is it, Cancer, you're doing it. Yay, Cancer, you're doing it. I don't know what you're doing, but you're doing it. Lord of Dominion, I'm doing the thing. I'm moving in a direction, right? Moving from Kether and moving into Hokmah, right? Moving into wisdom. And it's a direction, it's control, it's will. It's just doing the damn thing, right? You're doing it. Your hopes are that it will succeed. Your fears are that you don't have any idea what you're doing. And, perhaps you don't. How many of us do, really, right? But what I see here is that you were moving on from something and doing something. Even if it's just to get away from this, it's good, Cancer, it's good. It's good to make a choice, and it's good to move in a direction. It's good to not stay stagnant, even if it is very hard to do. In Cancer, like I said, you're teaching yourself how to do it, which is, I think, really cool. I think that's very cool, Cancer. Okay. Control, will, direction, destruction as precondition for creation. Tearing down the old ways. A landscape, a situation awaits the birth of an action. And that's it, Cancer. You're taking the action. You just hope it turns out okay and change for the better. Changes things for the better. So, what do you get? Overall, 7 of discs. Lawyer of success unfulfilled. Oh no, oh shit. Yeah, it's okay. Again, Crowley's not big on 7s. That's why this card looks so depressing. Yeah. This card is recognizing the transient and threatening aspects of life. One minute thing's there, next it's gone. This is how change works. This is the effort of change. This is putting everything you need or want into a change, and it perhaps not coming out the way you had hoped. And it's like a pause for reflection, right? In the Rider-Waite-Smith, you have the guy, right? He's leaning over, looking at his pentacles, and he's like, ah, man, is this all worth it? I mean, I've done a lot. I've been through a lot of change. What's going on here, right? What's going on here? It does encourage you to recognize what is futile, turn away from it. And I see that you have done that, or at least you've recognized what's done and have turned away from it. This is also kind of a transitional card. I see you taking an action and getting to a place and then just being like, okay, this is it. I hope this works. I hope all the hard work I put in works. Because here we go. Here we go. It may not turn out the way you had hoped for or imagined, Cancer, but the important thing is it will turn out. It will turn out. But you have done everything that you can do, Cancer. This is, one of my teachers once told me this card represents when the muscles, like, they just can't lift any more weight. No matter how much will you have, you just can't anymore, right? The body gives out, and you can't change anything more, Cancer, right? You've gone through, and you know, you've gone through the really difficult change here, right? You took that Ace of Wands, did something with it, and the rest is up to I don't like to say God, but you know, the rest is up to the universe. Cancer, you've done everything you can here, and it's very admirable and very inspired, right? It's very inspired. So that's what I have for you here, Cancer. Have a great month. I will see you next week. Next week. I'll catch you in the next one. Much love. Bye-bye.